You a bitch, son. I hope you know that.
Yeah, I mean,
come on, Discord.
You see, he's saying all that shit, not me.
No, I understand.
You thought it was gonna be
You're enjoying your pizza, man.
Since you didn't agree, you a
Did it go
bitch.
through?
I'm waiting to see. Is it on Discord?
Yeah.
Let me see. It hasn't come up yet, but maybe it'll come up a second.
Winston will let a nigga feel left out on Discord. He'll act the fuck out you and be like, you look at this. Everybody else will be like, what about me? Like, fuck you.
Not you.
Hasn't come in yet, but maybe
it sprints / T-Mobile shit into bed.
Yeah, I changed my fucking thing. Turn it off. We're recording.
Are you watching a movie right now?
No. Oh, okay. Really? Is this a pre-show?
Yeah, it is.
Oh my god. I hate that when he does this, man. Every time he keeps doing it. Yeah, you should stop. Why don't you stop?
No. That's nice. Look at Winston. I know you want that on your wall.
No,
he doesn't.
No, actually, no. No, sorry, man.
He's not American, man. He's foreign.
That's not true. I'm thinking about buying a Hellcat for my next car.
I thought he said he was gonna buy a Hotep for his car, and I was like, "You don't want that, Winston."
I just put a saddle on him. Go, bring us more memes. Yeah. Wait, what is the go-to Hotep nigga name?
Matthew.
Right. This is an oddly specific meme. It's like, why?
Winston, the saddest part is it's the truth.
Like, why? That's what I said. I was like, I don't know what this fucking means. I get it, but I'm like, why?
Oh my god.
What were you saying?
Bro, I want to know what the mean is.
No.
You don't need to know.
It wouldn't make sense for you guys. It's okay, man.
I can try.
It's so funny. Is this thing on? Welcome to the Ultraprism podcast. Shut up! Shut up!
We've been talking all the time.
Shut up!
He fucked up the
Be
whole
quiet!
time.
I'm doing the intro.
But you just this thing.
I haven't even had a chance to do the intro. Do I interrupt him?
Nope.
Yes.
You know you don't.
I do not.
No, you don't.
You're interrupting me right now.
No.
Because I'm attending to what you do.
You just did it. You just did it. You're doing it.
You're a hoe.
No, I'm not.
He is. You're right. You're right.
I'm gonna spray red in your mouth. The one has Tourette's.
I was gonna say he was trying to start a car, but okay.
Actually,
God damn it!
oh my god! I'm sorry. I actually heard the car.
You did.
Yeah, I did.
You know what else you heard?
What?
You know what? Don't worry about it. We just saw it. You just showed us a video.
Okay.
Anyway,
welcome to the Ultraprism podcast. My name is Karlton. Today is the Halloween special. Spooktacular.
This is corny ass.
No.
Oh my god.
I hate when you dig on me. That was funny. That was funny as fuck. I hope you don't get in a car wreck.
Stop, my ribs are hurting.
Oh my god.
We got all the ghosts.
Let's keep going.
All the
Man.
ghosts
Jesus
skeletons out of the
Christ.
closet. We've trash blasted all the other stuff like that. It's time to meet the co-host. Go ahead and do whatever. Introduce yourself, I guess.
Glenn, what is this?
A webcam.
Introduce yourself. What are you doing?
I don't have to go first. He could go first.
Hey, this is
Alright, hey everybody.
this is Winston from the Ultraprism podcast. What's up,
You're
y'all?
on the Ultraprism podcast. You can't be.
You are from the group. Look, if you say Justin Timberlake's from NSYNC.
Yeah, because he's from NSYNC.
George.
Justin Bieber. I mean, if it's Justin Timberlake,
What?
Justin Timberlake is different. This nigga said from Ultraprism on the pop.
Yeah.
You fucking idiot.
I swear to God. It's the niggas that can't read that be really trying to dick on me.
I'm not Floyd.
Oh my god, that's what you think, man. That's what you think. He's dumb as fuck.
Nigga said, and guess starring me. One of the fucking reoccurring members that's in every fucking.
I'm here, aren't I? That's the important part. I'm here.
That's when it, you know what it reminds me of? You know, in like those old sitcoms, it'll have all the characters and it'll be like, and starring, and they've been in the first episode.
And this actor as his character.
Right. Like,
somebody else go. Just don't talk about it. Just go. Somebody else.
Swear to God.
We have Winston.
Swear to God.
Plastic
You
hard.
guys are fucking
I'll
silly.
introduce him. There's Gawain. I've got tears rolling down my face, and we also got George.
I'm George from the Ultraprism.
Are you? Are you? Or are you from that other podcast down the street, man?
Enough. Silence.
As long as the floors are in Hyrule. That's what it sounded like. I'm sorry.
Yeah, pretty much. Gummy bears?
Yeah,
We got gummy bears today.
I'm
and-
going.
I'm sorry. We have to do the ad.
No, it's
This
not an
episode is brought to you by, was it Amcrest?
Oh my god.
Alright.
Told you couldn't read.
It's Amcrest? It's Amcrest.
No, just let it go, man.
They said anthrax.
I'll get you hooked on phonics for Christmas. You'll be fine.
Alright. You drank resin.
That's not good. That's
It's not good at all.
essentially glue.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
I don't like horses
this
that
is
much.
the Halloween podcast. It's not spooky enough. If you can clearly tell we died from laughter. We're all in heaven right now. Maybe we're all in hell. We don't know. But we're just gonna talk about scary stuff, scary stories, what it's like working at a cremation facility, because that's what I do. We have a lot to talk about, huh?
In grade school, there was a kid that came in just as Plankton. He got sent home. That is a beard. He was so mad. He was so mad. He was like, it's not. He could have said home. And his mom couldn't pick him up, but he stayed really close to the school.
He could have said,
made him walk.
Where was this?
That's, I just told you where.
No, what state was this?
Texas.
Oh my god, that's
he could have lied and said he was a pickle or something. He could have got away with something, man.
And can I make it worse?
What?
It's the fact that he couldn't paint it green in time.
There was just a white. Oh my
oh
god.
my god, what the fuck?
It was white. And then the way the head was shaped, he had to put it on so the way the head was shaped was like, is it a little phallic? So
Oh my god.
when he came to school and all the teachers were like, oh my god. He was like, I'm like that.
Oh my god.
They would just see he was super set.
Oh my god, that's really funny. Okay, on the subject of costumes, since it's Halloween.
Alright.
You alright, man?
Is
he dying? Holy shit.
Give him a second. Let's have him on.
No, we're not gonna talk about funny stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, it's supposed to be Halloween.
It's Halloween, so
Yeah.
first of all, I kind of just want to break the ice on it a little bit. My fucking voice is going. First and foremost, do you guys ever remember having like a particular costume that you really enjoyed as a kid? We're not talking. Shut up!
I'm trying to eat your motherfucker.
That you wore. You didn't wear that. There was a really cool costume that this isn't me. I remember when I was in grade school, somebody dressed up as Wendy from Wendy's, and it was really funny, but it was really good.
Was it a teacher? Because
No, it was a student. It was
She was
student.
just actually a stripper.
Oh god, no, it was student. But my favorite costume I think that I had when I was a kid was it's kind of like a test to like what I used to like as a kid. But I used to dress up as Andy from Toy Story, and then
Oh, crackhead. That's what he looked like.
No.
Even Sid looked like crackheads.
Sid was a drug baby, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, I think.
So I had like, but then I dressed up as Woody more often because like, I like the cowboy motif so much that like, I had like the big hat, I had the little thing, I had like shoe covers looked like boots and stuff like that.
Oh, but they weren't actual.
They weren't actual boots.
Okay.
They were shoes, and I just wore shoes and I put boot covers over them. And I remember I would go to houses and I would get candy, of course. But then this is to show you like how bad I used to wear in the city. The place I used to live, there was a shootout one Halloween when we were out, and we had to run back to my house.
A shootout?
There was a shootout like a block down, and we just
Man.
ran back to my house, and we did not finish that Halloween that time. It was fun, but that just kind of dictates that like that was my favorite costume, but that's memories.
Remember Putt Putt?
I do.
That was him, his first game. He looked like a fucking crack.
Wait, are you talking about the little car?
Yes.
Have you seen his first game compared to his other games? He
Oh
looks
my
like
God.
A fucking roid head. Like,
Okay, who's next? Who has a costume?
I guess in college, they did like costume contests. I wasn't in any of them. My friends got dressed up and shit like that. But
I sang yourself. Okay.
I know. I'm getting to that. One year, I had the bright idea to just wear like my regular like school through the day outfit. I used to wear button ups all the time. You guys know I don't do that shit no more. And so I wore one. I had a Superman shirt under. I was gonna be Clark Kent because I had like fake glasses, and everybody was like, "That's clever." I was like, "Sure, thanks." My hair was longer, so I could like curl one piece of it a little bit.
Okay.
That's it.
I never said it was good. Shit, you guys are looking.
What is that your favorite? I said your favorite.
It was my favorite. I didn't get dressed up a lot.
Okay. Winston?
Okay, my favorite one was when I played Scream. So I basically got like a big black cloak.
Wait,
I got the Scream.
Did you play Scream like the actual movie? Like you kill people?
Yeah, I had a big knife.
Like you kill people. You said yes when I said that, Winston.
I mean, the bag had some candy in it, but the rest was blood.
We got it.
Okay, I'm gonna be right back.
The rest was blood.
Sir.
We got him.
I'm just saying, man. The rest was blood.
Put it down. Put it down. Put the knife down.
Yeah, Winston, put the knife down.
Hey! I don't have the knife. He has the knife. Number one, but number two, I think another one that I had.
The Samuel L. Jackson movie. What's the name of it?
You know the one where he has the gray hair and he's like chasing after people and shit?
No, not Django. I'm talking about the one where he takes a little girl prisoner.
This nigga's like
God, fucking Winnie the Pooh. What, are you just eating honey?
Cool Bear ass nigga, bro.
Don't just eat honey. That's not good.
Gross.
It's really bad for you. Yeah, no, I had a second one. I was saying something.
Oh, go ahead.
My second one was when I dressed up as a.
Don't ever put myself.
I dressed up as a homeless man. That was
stuck.
yeah. I
Got kicked out the house for 2 weeks.
No.
Spare change.
No, I dressed up.
Editor,
I was
just Karlton. Can you put a picture of Plankton?
I was
Spare change.
No, I was
Oh, they have it. Can Gucci.
Oh my god. I haven't seen the Can Coochie. I'm talking about
I can't believe they have it here. Can Gucci.
I had a prop, and it was like it was also like an alcoholic, and it was like a jug, and
an alcoholic.
Yeah, it was like an alcoholic, drunkard, homeless guy.
That's awful.
And it was
Bro,
just.
when did you do this?
This was high school. It was freshman year of high school.
Nigga, that wasn't a joke. I know it. You've never been dishonest.
Are you calling me poor? What is the vibe here right now?
I'm calling you poor.
That's kind of mean, man.
He's broke, I'm up.
Oh my god.
What is wrong with you, man? Why can't you just let me be happy and have a nice Halloween?
We were all happy before you got here. We had more friends.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did.
You have more friends.
We had, you know who, Miles.
He's making this up.
All sorts of people. Then this nigga came along not liking everybody.
This nigga's a foundation.
Right.
I like Miles. I like a variety of people. I like black people. Yeah.
All right, enough. Go on.
Okay, so it wasn't really all that scary, but the best costume for me as a kid, I was Darth Vader.
That's a good one.
But like, even though I had like the kind of
I'm scared to hear this.
bodysuit, I had the whole voice changing Darth Vader helmet.
Okay.
And so that little module just took the place of that little painted on button control. That was awesome. And what was kind of stupid for me at the time.
Thought I couldn't get it off.
No.
Stop.
No,
Stop.
I had the lights. I had the lightsaber. I had the one that actually turns on, the light glows.
Jesus Christ.
Until we actually turned down one road where there was no lights on at all. We went down that road. I said, "Don't worry, this light will be bright enough. Turn it on." That shit wasn't bright for. That shit was not bright. It was just a nice beacon saying, "Hey, niggas right here, come murder us.
Come rob us."
I can protect us.
He's a child. He was a child.
Did it happen?
Oh my god. These niggas in the hood were just like, Sith Lords, not around here, bro.
Honestly,
our neighborhood wasn't all that dangerous, but just seeing one street, no street light working, it's like...
That actually could have been a good picture, actually. For you back in the day, if you were, a cameraman. And if you were like 5 or something.
I didn't even know y'all niggas.
I know.
That wasn't even a concept in my mind. I'm like, I'm gonna grow up to be Gawain Winston and Karlton. They're gonna
We
be
know.
my good friends.
I think the only scariest moment for me, it was not even Halloween. It was like me during Boy Scouts.
Stop.
Wait, before you begin,
We don't know.
might as well let's go into this. I was going to segue with it being, what are some of your scariest memories in general? It doesn't have to be Halloween since it's scary. We're laughing too much. Let's talk about some stuff that's scary and just like unsettling. Wayne, go ahead with your story now.
It was more or less of like the paranormal. It was like more of a paranormal scary because during the day, we were like far from the city. We were like more country like, and we were doing some rifle training to get a hunting license, like the orange little hunting card.
Yeah.
So like even though we passed and all that, but what I didn't know was that I knew, but I stayed the fuck away. There was a nice like long creek that went around, and there was a gator in there.
Oh shit. Okay.
The thing is, like somehow the gator was friendly because it never attacked any of the people.
That nigga
on
wasn't
there.
friendly. He was just tired.
But we had some idiots that had like the rope and wanted to swing the fuck across it, and I was like,
Like the Bridge to Terabithia?
He doesn't know what that
Or
is.
like a rope swing.
rope swing.
Alright.
So
It's exactly.
People don't know what that is, George.
the scariest thing though is now about 11 o'clock midnight, and we all think it was a good idea to stay up and play capture the flag
Well, that's fun.
With the gator out, sure. Okay.
with the creek to the left that spanned across.
Might be a bad idea.
Yeah, you think it might be a bad idea.
It's not a good idea.
Right, not the highest of
But
levels
the
of good
thing
ideas.
is, here's the thing. Everybody else out there like had their clothes and everything. You could see them in the dark if you get close enough.
Right.
I'm black.
Yeah?
Everybody
Wearing-
You didn't know.
Right.
I'm black.
Right.
Wearing a freaking dark maroon sweat clothes.
Okay.
Basically, even though my shit wasn't green, if I didn't move, you would not see me. Even with the moonlight shining, you would not see me. I fall in the grass, you would not see me.
Okay.
So I know that if shit were to go down, that gator said nom nom, it would not see me.
That nigga was going to say that.
Oh, I thought Gawain was saying, and when he said I fell in the grass, I was like, oh, Gawain's talking about dying. But no, he meant camouflage.
Yeah, no, I was pretty much camouflaged, but it's just like it wasn't a suspense thing. It's more just like paranormal. It's like fuck. It's
If something would have happened, that's it.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. That's crazy. I think it's really scary from the context of this, like, of course, like, nobody wants to die or not be found, especially, like, they probably find you later on. But
Yeah, they found him in the sunrise.
But you don't want
you're here, first of all.
Yeah, but you don't want to be like a dead body that's just sitting
You
there
don't
for
want to ruin
hours,
the trip, is what
days.
you're saying. You don't want to be the one to ruin the trip. You
Why?
want to be the one to fuck up the trip.
But bright side, I learned how to shoot rifles and shotguns that day.
That's a good thing with the fucking gator right there.
Yeah, you could have killed that man.
Yeah.
Who's-
By the way, single crack barrel 12 gauge. Yeah, no joke. That shit hurts.
Wait, getting
I've
shot at
shotgun
or
before, I know
shooting
what I
it?
mean.
Shooting it.
Yeah, no, shooting it's right.
Shotguns are meant to, like, I said this before, I genuinely don't understand how people, like, how they could consciously program in a game somebody to have a shotgun and shoot 50 rounds with a shotgun. That's not how that works.
Right.
Your shoulder's going to fall off at some point between
Yeah.
shot 15 and shot 20.
Right, yeah.
12.
Yeah.
Huh?
A 12 shotgun.
That's a lot. Oh well, don't those have like better recoil mitigation?
Yeah.
Okay, no, I'm talking about like
so
no.
you have
In Call of Duty, you think Call of Duty they use pump shotguns, Gawain? Those are
No, but he treats it like a semi-automatic rifle, and it's just like
That's
you're
the ones
just.
where you get close enough, the fucking other nigga just stop playing the game. That niggas, I remember, so I swear to God, it was not us, it was our friend Houston. He's in another video. You'll never see it.
We won't see it. Not this time.
What happened was, we was playing Call of Duty one time. I swear to God, I heard somebody died, and it was like, it's okay, you'll make it. And I was like, what the fuck?
Oh my
It was
god.
like something super weird. It was just like, it's alright, soldier, your job's not done. I'm like,
Job's
what?
not done.
On the subject of going back, who has another story? Because I got a lot. I got a
Okay,
couple.
so
I'm not gonna go.
I also had another story. So I was in the back of our neighborhood. It's usually lighted most of the way, but like at some point, like I don't know, a few of the lights just went out or whatever along the sidewalk.
It's like woods rise, maybe.
Yeah, I mean it's because it's hilly and like woods are like darkness and now a hill, and then no one will ever see your body roll down. Anyway, things were kind of getting sketch, and like I had like a group of people. We were walking around like, if we stay as a group, things are safer this way. We don't need adults. It was just us. And we happened to kind of split up because there was a few cul-de-sacs, and we were like, if we just split up and then we'll split the candy later. It really didn't make fucking sense on like paper, but anyway, like
You guys wrote it down.
yeah, we're just like,
It's a business idea.
we'll dividends and stocks, and everybody will get a piece.
I want some chocolate.
But so it worked out that like there was an odd number of people, and then I ended up having to go alone. I didn't have a second person in my pair, so I took one of the sidewalks that didn't have any lights, and I was just like, as long as I make it in front of one of those doors, it's safe, right? Yeah, no, I'll be fine. I'll be able to see these people. I'll be able to get my candy. I'll walk back to the group. I can literally see them, but like they kind of can't see me because the lights are so dark, and like I'm black, and the cloak I was wearing was black. But apparently some guy from one of the like counties over came to our neighborhood and was like, oh yeah, some kids, let me scare them. So what he did was he brought a chainsaw.
A real one?
Yeah.
End of the story.
And it was like a no like pull choke kind of one. So this is one you pull the trigger and then like it starts going instantly.
Run, nigga. Run.
No, he jumps out of the trees, pushes me down, and he has it going literally 3 inches from my face. And I don't think he meant to get that close. But like he literally, I could feel the heat of the blade as like the chain was going, and it like the friction from it. I could feel it next to my face through the mask, and I was like, so I screamed loud as shit, so loud that the house that I didn't even get to, the people came out and like, what the fuck is going on? And he was like, he yelled at the chainsaw like he was innocent, and I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you scaring people like this? And he just turned out to be like, oh yeah, sorry man, I just meant to scare you. I didn't mean to knock you on the ground and almost kill you. And I was like, what the fuck? I could have died.
That's what he happened.
I could have fucking died.
Was that one scene where like Vegeta comes, he was like, you foretold that the legendary Super Saiyan would come and beat Frieza. Winston was like, I won't let you in.
It was the scariest shit ever. Having a chainsaw that close to your face is never a good idea, because like just getting a little too close, like if it nicks you, it'll pull off your face. Yeah,
like,
it'll pull off your face.
Like, hit the ground and like came up for like 1 second, you would have just fucking died.
Because the chainsaw would have pulled my face, like, because it was full speed, and it was just like,
if you literally went
right, that would have been it.
The scary part, like
why are you doing near death experiences?
Well, this is scary.
It was scary, yeah. I almost died.
What's scarier than like the heat of a chainsaw is like feeling the air pushing between the mechanism, like in the back of it, because that air it pulls out. You could feel how much torque is going on in that fucking motor. It is scary as shit when you're.
I wouldn't say that's worse than it being close to your face.
Yeah, no,
that's not what I mean.
No, but I understand. You can.
That's scary.
You can feel the mechanical power that something so small has that if it touches you, would probably rip up everything it touched.
It's a pretty powerful motor.
Yeah. But
you said you had a quick one.
Don't chainsaw your face.
A super quick one. For sometimes like. I think they know this, but in general, I'm not a fan of like scary stuff. I don't do scary movies. And so
he's a bitch. Peace saying.
Yeah, what a whore.
None of us watch scary movies.
Yeah, we do. Lovecraft Country, Get Out, Us. What are you saying?
Those don't count.
What are they?
Get Out.
Are they comedies?
Get Out is anyway. I don't have time for you right now. I don't like scary movies. I never have. I didn't grow up on scary movies, and so sometimes I like a scary game. I don't mind playing like a horror game in general. I think that's a different experience. Yeah,
and I don't like that experience.
Okay. And so I was looking at some footage of PT because people found the new.
Yeah, PT.
PT is like, and so basically in the game, you're technically an antagonist in the game, I think, but the ghost, the figure, is following you all the time is a secret that people have learned in the game. Sorry, spoilers, I guess.
It never came out, so.
And so people have found out in the demo of the game of PT that like people are like the ghost named Lisa is following you. So one time I'm coming out of my room of the bathroom and my dad has a coat and some pants hanging on his door and it looks just like Lisa, this fucking figure in the game. And like, I don't know if Winston has, but Gawain, Karlton, have you heard the sound when you get caught and Dishonored?
Yeah.
That's what came on in my head, and I was like, oh! Then I went to my room. That was it.
That's it. I have one. I have a couple. Because of course I don't know. At one point I used to live out in the country, so like it's really, I have a couple that like have deal with country shit, but this is the one that comes to mind the most. It's like the scariest story. I remember when I was I think I was 8 years old. No, I was 7. And I dressed up as Harry Potter because I love Harry Potter. It's one of my favorite fictional universes, and I dressed up as like a little black Harry Potter, and I had my little glasses on, I had a scar, and I had a little wand. It was a little plastic wand that could like light up on the end. We were going around my stepmom's neighborhood when we still lived in when she lived in this other place that's not their current home, and we had neighbors, and one of them had like this little haunted house type thing, and it was free for anybody who wanted to go in, and it was like, okay, little me was like, yeah, I want to do that, let's do it. And then we walk into their house and we go into the garage and the lights are off and we're just kind of like, what's going on? No sooner than I say that, literally the lights, there's a strobe light, and that's the only light that comes on. It is a bright strobe light, and it's like fast clicking like strobe light. And they had dog cages and shit that were lined up in the garage, and they made it into a maze pretty much. They put like a white backdrop at the garage opening, so like it was like a white tarp, and then they had like a little barrier, so you had to go through like a quick little maze. And the first dog cage, as we were walking past it, this dude, this bald guy with like fake blood and shit all over his fucking head, and like he had a spike collar on, he runs out and starts growling and barking, and the 7-year-old me is just fucking freaking the fuck out. And we're running, and like I run through, and there's another guy that comes out the other dog cage over on this side, and he's like, and I was like, and like there's scared. I'm not scared shitless because I'm like 7, and I'm like crying. My stepmom was like, this is not cool. What the fuck's going on? And like
She brought you to a haunted house, didn't she?
Yeah, well, we didn't expect it to be that bad because she knew all the neighbors. She lived there by herself in that area for a while.
Oh.
Anyway, that's not the point. And I wanted to go in, but we got to like the end of that hall because we kind of had to, and there was just like a dude that was just sitting there, standing like kind of hunched over with blood dripping out, like fake blood dripping out of his mouth. He had like they all had dog collars on, like spike collars, and they just looked like they were gonna kill us. He had a baseball bat, and he was just kind of like mumbling to himself, and he looks up and fucking he lunges at me, and so me freaked the fuck out. I just fucking ruined the whole I ruined the entirety of the haunted house by running straight through the fucking tarp and tearing everything down as I go out, and so everybody's just fucking laughing and like fucking laughing their asses off inside the thing, and I'm just like and last time I was like, oh my god, it's gonna be okay, let's go back home. And I was like, and I never went to haunted houses after that because it scared the fuck out of me. Of course now I know, and if they touch me I can throw hands, so it's okay.
No, they can touch you.
Huh?
They put it in the contracts now. They can touch you.
They can touch me.
They can't harm you, but
they
can touch
can't.
you.
So like, I've never been scared of haunted houses after that because I went to a haunted house and like it started trying to touch me, and I was like, "You guys are fucking funny, you know that, right?" Like that doesn't scare me anymore because it's like, why would it be scary after going through that harsh ass shit as a kid? And that shit was terrifying. So there was that one. That's that story. But
I felt the same way. When I went to a haunted house in college, they had some at Dillon. Oh shit!
Yeah.
I didn't want to say I went there, but I guess I went to HBCU in New Orleans.
Black people.
All right. But they had haunted houses, and the problem was that I was not good with haunted houses. It was in the creepiest part of campus that was like super dark at night. It was cold all the time. excuse me, it was like the other science building. The other two floors were like the third floor of one of the.
One was the bowling alley floor. The other, no. Oh, yeah. Okay.
And so it was not it at all because literally, I think Houston, one of our friends, said somebody fell through the third floor.
Oh my god!
Yeah, so I was just like unstable.
Wasn't in the best shape.
Not with it, and then like it didn't need anybody's permission to be dark. So these niggas, I'm with two of my friends. It's two young ladies, and it's like this dude who literally sells weed on campus. Like, yeah, nigga, I'm cool, nigga. And this other dude, he's super funny, and two other chicks, and we're just like we're in it, we're talking, blah blah blah, and then. For some reason, I get I'm a big dude. I literally tower over most of the people, and they push me to the front. I'm like, I literally say, "How do y'all push me to the front? I'm supposed to be the most scared." There was niggas in my face. I was like, "Nigga, your breath stinks. Get the fuck out my face."
Oh my god.
Niggas who was supposed to be scared people was like, "Wait, hold on."
Your breath though.
I was just like, "Fuck, bro," and I was like, and there was one room where I'm like, they're like scaring everybody with your slide. I'm like, I don't know where to go. We're supposed to be in this path. Where do I go? Where do I go? Motherfuckers are screaming behind me. I'm like, nigga, I was in fucking financial calc with you the other day. My nigga, where do I go? I gave you the answers to the test. Let me fucking figure out how to get out this shit. Everybody was scared of shit when we got out there. We're like, who that was scared? I was like, that was the most aggravating shit I've ever done in my life. This shit was stupid.
I have a similar experience, the one at our campus, because I went to what? I went to Xavier University. Graduated there. I got a shirt on.
Go ahead. I'm gonna pass it around.
They're laughing, but like I want to hear it. I want to see now because I'm interested in.
You'll see.
Oh no! That's toxic masculinity. Check that podcast.
Put it back. Put it back. Put the slab back.
Seriously,
Karlton won't get this one, but
like,
he will, but he won't. It's Sasuke.
I'm sorry that I'm. They're showing us stuff that like. I kind of get it, but not really. But anyway, fuck. Oh, Xavier. They have a haunted house once every Halloween. Winston might know about it too. I don't know if he's ever been. Have you been, Winston?
To
Xavier's haunted house.
The one in the music building. Yes.
So it was created by a theater and drama club or whatever, and one of the things about it was that like it was just kind of scary or whatever. Like the music building is like one of the older buildings on campus, and it's really terrifying, especially at night because like it doesn't
I think isn't it across from like your administration building?
Right next to it.
Yeah, it's like next to it. It's like towards the edge of campus.
I remember going there with one of our friends.
It's
friends.
It's not.
Go ahead.
It's supposed to be a scary podcast.
It's supposed to be a scary podcast, and you're over there laughing, man.
He's sharing memes. It's not cool, man. I'm telling a story, and so
This is the last one. I'm sorry.
That was pretty good, actually. But that's awful. So fuck.
You said last one. I'll put the phone down.
I pretty much was like, okay, I'll definitely try to go. Sorry, this is a really shit podcast, apparently. But anyway,
we're having a great time. That means it's a good one.
So I go in. It's like, fuck, I'll just pay the $5, whatever it is, to do it because maybe it'd be scary. I went with like a couple of my friends, and I remember going in, and like this is when I was starting to like kind of open up people on campus, so I kind of knew people, and a lot of people that I knew were in the production of the thing. And so I remember like because the music building is really, really dark. It's an older building, so like a lot of the windows are in all the wrong places, so there's no light coming into it for the most part. And then they blacked out the rest of the windows, so it was like pitch black. And I remember we were walking through, they had a big ass grand staircase going up to the second floor, and they were just like trying to scare us and shit. And I remember one of my friends was wearing a mask, and I was like, I know that person based on their posture. I was like, Andrew, is that you? And he was like, hey. And I was like, hey. And then, like, I started going up the stairs. He starts climbing the railing of the stairs. I was like, get your dumb ass down there before you fall and fucking break your fucking head. He was like, yeah, I'm sorry. He starts getting off the thing. And I was like, nigga, it's supposed to be your haunted house. It's supposed to be your haunted house. Don't fucking make me. Don't fucking follow my directives. Yeah. And then so we're going through it. Like, people were trying to be scary. They're like screaming and shit. I got stopped by a group of like witches or whatever, and I started like grabbing at my clothes, and I was like, "This is weird. Get off of me! You're like ruining the leather on my jacket. Stop!" And I'm like,
"You didn't say that."
I did. Come on! It started peeling. Like it was false leather, but it started peeling, and I was like,
so if it wasn't real leather,
shut up!
Yeah, he let you talk.
A leather jacket is a leather jacket regardless.
No, but he just said it's a fake leather jacket.
He let you talk. Let him finish.
God, you're annoying.
Go ahead, Karlton.
Thank you.
All right, so let me finish my story.
And so it got towards like the end where like they kind of got us on the balcony, and we go into the building into the top floor, which is even like it's the third floor. It's even worse. It's like all classrooms that are all dilapidated. And I remember there's one of my roommate was standing at the end of the hallway because he was in the production. He looked like Darth Maul with a top hat on, and so in a suit. He's really tall and skinny, so he kind of just like was hunched over, staring at us. And like he lunged at somebody, but didn't like. But that's all he did. And then started freaking out. And I looked at him, and I was like, "What's up, Lucas?" And he just kind of smiled. He broke for a second.
This is exactly why you can't have people our age being like the actors, because like if you have people that you know doing it, like it kind of ruins the effect. Like,
it ruins it, but it's really funny because like people will be scared shitless. Yeah. But you can just be like, "What's up, man?" And they'll be like, "Hey," trying to stay in character. But
like that kind of ruins it though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. But like, who cares? Like it's funny.
It's not. But their goal.
If it's a bigger campus.
Yeah, but their goal. Yeah,
particularly they're not small campuses, but they're.
I'll say this.
Yeah, if it's like there's high schools bigger than our colleges.
Yeah. Hold on. If it's a smaller department doing it, it would work a little bit better because nobody would probably see those people. But anyway, that's that story. I've got other stories I could talk about, but
for everybody,
yeah.
If you,
can you hurry up?
No. If you are, I was reading something. I wasn't answering your question. If you could make your own haunted house at like your school or whatever, what would it be? I'll go first.
Okay.
I would make it so that, and I've had the thought for years, I would make it like really chill, like nothing really scary. Like it would be like funny, like the first time.
College loans.
Yeah, like it would be like college loans or like you better get checked or something. But then the next group,
your card won't swipe at the calf.
Right, it's something like your mom.
All your classes were deleted.
Your mom visited while you're fucking or some shit like that.
Your GPA dropped to -3.
You get out the work for the class, but still got an F. And like it would just be one group of people.
Yo, thesis is rolling, nigga.
There's 8 textbooks for the class.
That's like it would be shit like that. It would just be one group of people, and like every other group would get the most sadistic, scary, stupid shit I can think of. And so it would be like a bunch of rumors that like somebody would be like, "No, the haunted house wasn't scary." And then it would be like, the haunted house is scary as shit. So I would like fuck with people's
You should do a big building and just have 2 different paths.
Oh yeah.
No, I would want it
like the Goldilocks path, and then you're gonna fuck up your life path.
Like realistically, that'd be really hard to set up.
Yeah,
it would be, but it would if the payoff would be so great if you did it the right way.
I mean, you could literally do 2 paths and just like make sure only like one in every 10
like
groups.
A tour guide. Or
one in every 20 groups would just go to the nice one, and everybody else would be like, "Oh." Or
I would say,
or it would be 1 in every 10 would go to the fucking terrible.
I would say 2/3.
Yeah, so say 2/3 the scary part, and then 1/3 the not scary. That way, it's like most of the people are like it's scary as fuck, and then you have those people that are like they feel crazy because they're like my shit wasn't that bad. I don't know what you guys went through, but
definitely like the first group.
Yeah,
the first group would definitely have to get the non-scary one, but like the second or third one would have to. But like the 4th or 5th would.
We're assuming that money is no object, right?
Oh yeah, no. This would be.
This is one of those questions. Like it's like we need to stop.
I got one, but I don't know if you guys want me to go next there.
Go next.
Yeah. Okay, you got it.
So I got one. I think it'd be kind of cool. It would be a haunted house where like we definitely would like have we flood a it would be an escape style thing, but like it'd be kind of like you're tasked with something. So my idea would be everybody puts on like a boiler suit or whatever, and you're tasked with maintaining or fixing this flooded out building. And so you have to go. So we flood the floors and stuff like that. So like the first floor has like the water comes up to your knees or whatever, and you've got to work through like this thing. But all the while they have like people dressed up as like alligators or something like that. Like really good animatronic type stuff with like mechanical opening hands, kind of like Jurassic Park type shit. And you would be chased around.
A lot of practical effects.
A lot of practical B movie style type stuff. And your objective is to pretty much stop the flooding. And if you get to the end of if you get to like the bottom, the basement floor or whatever, which might not flood it out, but like you can still walk around or whatever.
So yours is like the reverse of what we've been talking about. Instead of down going up, you're up going down.
Yeah, you're trying to like work your way to the basement and like unclog a drain or whatever to fix it. All the while you have like these niggas dressed up as fish. It's like fish, like giant, like biting fish or piranhas and alligator monsters, stuff like that. And you got to run away from them. And they're like the job description for them would be like not inherently catch you, but if they catch you, scare the shit out of you to make you fight with all your fucking life. So like if that happens to you, it's like grab them and then like just fucking jostle the fuck out of them so they kick and scream and shit.
They can't hear it.
I'm gonna dub over that. It's
I don't think they'd be able to hear it.
It's okay. I'm gonna dub over it. Trust me.
It's okay, nigga.
I can dub. I dubs.
That would be the idea that I would have set up. And maybe like at the end you have to fight a giant fish monster or something like that, or maybe you have to like just kind of like survive against it. I don't know, something like that. That'd be kind of cool. Who else?
Survive against it as in like how we solve a final puzzle.
Without getting dragged away or something like that. Maybe you can't really. I don't want my employees to get hurt.
Yeah, that's a weird liability thing to do.
Yeah,
money ain't no argument at this point.
Right, but like you don't want a multi-million-dollar lawsuit.
Winston, remember that signature I had you sign a little while ago? You're the scapegoat.
Oh.
You're getting lawsuits.
All right, Gwen, you got one?
Yeah.
Right.
If I were to do a haunted house, it wouldn't be like a goal. It wouldn't be like a go through the mansion type of haunted house. It'll be you bring a group in, and like the entire floor is kind of like checkered out.
Okay.
And
I think I'm trying to bring it to McDonald's.
no, so they're all trap doors.
Oh no!
But
you're gonna split niggas up.
No,
I'm talking.
No, so it's more like a survival royale of the person who make it to the other side across to get a prize. If you get caught in the trap though, if you step into the wrong thing, you'll fall into a pool of fake blood and skull bones.
That's pretty good, actually. There's that one. Isn't there like a fucking thing like that? There's a game show. There's a game show or something like that where it's not like blood and guts, but you fall into a trap, like fall through a trap door into like foam or something. But
Ellen did
Nickelodeon?
I don't care about her.
It's like not all floors are not all the floors are like that, but like say someone's trying to so if you take this path, she should be. If you were to take this path, it should be fine. It's like, oh no, I got something for that. You have like a board that will press a button, you unlock this floor, you unlock the next floor.
Okay, that's
so it's like constant rotations. Like you can't remember.
Oh, so you literally have it's extremely random each time.
Yes,
just based on the operator. Oh, that's foul, but I like that.
It's the test of strength from Breath of the Wild every single time.
That's true. That's fucked up. Winston, you have one?
All right, so mine was pretty interesting. It was going to be like a sensory one. So basically you're going to have like people forced to be in pairs. And so one person will have noise canceling headphones on, but they can still see. And then the other person will be blindfolded, but they can still hear.
Okay.
And then we'll randomly, like room to room, we're going to just pull the person who's deaf, and we'll walk up behind them and pull them away from the person who's blind that was guiding them the whole time. And then they have to spend whatever going through that room just being blind. Right. Jim, where are you? And then he can't yell. The person wearing the headphones that can see, he can't yell for help because he doesn't know where the other person is. So, like, we're going to basically put them in rooms where they had to solve puzzles and stuff like that. Like, putting their hands in boxes where they don't know what it is. We may put a frog in there, maybe spaghetti, and maybe some hot soup or something. It won't burn them, but they have to stick their hand all the way into the bottom. Chowder's gross because it's dense, and yeah, that'd be gross. And they don't know what's on their hand. Yeah. What?
Yeah, or a bisque.
Yeah. Oh,
some
yeah.
dirt.
That'd be interesting. I think you guys have pretty good ideas. We should definitely capitalize on it.
Honestly, truly, I think we could like mix them all together to make like a.
I don't want my water smelling like clam soup.
Your
I
water?
would say yours had to be like it's like mine with the like it's different stuff. So like everybody's experience is different. So let's say there's 3 paths. One path is like Wayne's. One path is his.
Wayne should definitely make that into a game show if that's not a thing.
One path is like yours, but it's like all different paths, and they should like branch to the same one. And I guess the same one is like my regular haunted house. But they'd be like, what the fuck was all that other shit? And some people just get like a straight walkthrough with nothing, and they'll just be like, what is that?
You should make them pay heavily reduced prices for that. Just say I want to buy it.
$20 each.
I mean, whatever.
But I think the sensory haunted house would be fun though.
I had an idea for
that's a good one.
I had an idea for a sensory one where it's like, that's fucked up. You do like a haunted house, a haunted experience, but it's literally just that's fucked up. I don't want to say this because like this is what they do for prisoners. Make people pay literally like a couple hundred for a week, and you just put them in an isolation chamber where it's all white.
Don't people go crazy, man?
Yes.
That's the point. See how long you can last, pretty much.
It's the white chamber. That usually take days though.
See how long you can last. You get white rice and water, you'll be alright. That's fine. But yeah.
If anything, if I had like a haunted experience, I don't know if have you guys seen the games where it's a adventure / survival game, but there's like a one puzzle element. It's like there's a monster that runs in the dark, and if you shine a light on it, it stops.
Luigi's Mansion?
Sure, but there's another monster that runs in the light, but stops. Like it doesn't run when you're not looking at it. I mean, it runs when you're not looking at it, but if you look at it, it stops.
Oh,
There's a game that has.
I remember Fun House.
No, they're not Fun House. It's like it's like SPC something.
No, that's not what he's talking about.
I'm not talking about SCP.
But
I'm saying in general, there's a game like that, and I think like doing it with actual people is like a maze that like people is like you get from here to there, and like if you lose, but it'd be cool. Like the same thing, you get a prize at the end.
I hate this channel, but like Game Theory did this one thing.
I thought he was gonna say Ultraprism.
I hate this channel. I hate everyone on it, including me. And this is dumb. Go ahead. This is just joking.
I make all the videos for this. I can just project.
No, I know, but I thought you were saying you hated us.
No, I was gonna. You didn't let me. You didn't even begin to let me.
So
we didn't begin to interrupt you. Yeah, we did.
I don't like Game Theory at all. I think it's really stupid. But they did that one thing where they did like a real life Five Nights at Freddy's thing. But like, and the idea was like, all of the places like on a generator pretty much, but the generator had really limited power. And so it was literally just like the game. The only difference was you could actually leave your desk. And they kind of did, an experiment to see how do you feel like living and like doing that kind of thing where like you literally only have 2 doors and they have limited light power supplies and you have lights you could turn on everything. And what a lot of times what they would do was like, for the most part, nobody made it through, of course, because they forgot that you could leave the desk and just run away. But people felt like I was safe to stay there. And literally, like, when the power would go out, they fucking just run at all the animatronics would just run after you, which is terrifying because it's literally pitch black except for, like, exit signs or whatever.
Well, in the video, they didn't run. They just kind of just creeped in.
Yeah, but I'm saying they could have...
Yeah, at a certain point, they start lurching at you.
Yeah, but
if you get close.
In the real-life thing that they made.
Yeah.
They could have left the room, and they didn't. Like, giving people that kind of autonomy would be kind of fun on that thing. But, I had another. That's something.
I think that's what makes Five Nights at Freddy's scary though, because it's not actually getting scared; it's paying attention to.
It's losing control, losing sight of something that you could easily just take.
I'm not saying losing sight of it, but it's like you're paying so much attention. Like, I gotta close this door and that door and this door. It's like it's less about like it's about the gameplay. The gameplay, you're just paying so much attention. That's why like when you see YouTubers get jump scared when the game was like heavy on this shit, that's why they would get so scared, because they're not paying attention to that shit. They're just making sure like they're doing all the operations.
I'll just say that like mastering that fucking, seeing people like do like Markiplier doing not a speed run, but like doing like a full playthrough of like the first 3 games. That shit is pretty good. Like watching him or the Completions is another channel that I really like. I like this channel.
You don't like him?
No, I love it. I love him.
I thought you said liked.
I said I really. Oh shit! I'm sorry. I love the channel. He did like Five Nights at Freddy's 2, which is like insane on 20/20/20 mode or whatever it is, which is like it's literally all the AI is turned up to 20.
Which one has the most?
Borderline impossible. I think it's 2. It's 2.
Has the most.
2 is borderline like
because it has mangled and all of them too, right?
It's damn near impossible, and he like did a flawless run, and like it was so bad he had to go to a psych evaluation afterward. That's how bad it was. I say all that to say that like humans are scary. Humans make up some weird shit.
Those games are fucked up, like the lore and shit like that.
Yeah, they are.
They're fucked up. But I stopped liking Game Theory because that's all he fucking did, bro. I'm like, there's other games.
He was just being a baby about it. I just hated the fact that he would complain about people were like, "You're doing all this." He's like, "Fuck you, my fucking theories are all right." And then like all the time they were like, game devs are just like, "No, you're wrong." And he would like fucking freak the fuck out over it. And I was like, "This is a baby shit. I'm leaving this channel. I don't care."
I like Film Theory.
Huh?
I like Film Theory a little bit better.
He's got way more channels now that are all theory-based channels, and I don't care.
Movie theory, game theory,
Film theory, game theory, food theory, something else too.
Food theory? The fuck is a food theory,
I mean, chicken fries are basically chicken tendies, yeah. Food theory.
You're annoying.
Simple.
You're annoying.
Simple. Simple.
I have something I want to kind of add. It's not like a haunted house or anything, but like it's more of a nightmare I had. And growing up now is stupid, but as a kid, in fact, it's actually two things that are scary as a kid. So I'm going with the easy one first and the stupid one. The easy one, y'all remember the Green Goblin off the Spider-Man movie, right?
Not gonna lie.
Time out. Why did I have a nightmare about the motherfucking Green Goblin one time?
He was
Go ahead.
It wasn't even a nightmare. It's just that I'm going like Godspeed. Like, for those, if you bought any of the Spider-Man merchandise, Spider-Man, Green Goblin, I had like the walkie-talkies and shit. You had the remote control.
Yeah, I was rich. No mind.
We were not rich.
It was a joke.
Let's talk. Speak.
And we had like I had like the Spider-Man Web Crawler and the Green Goblin glider on the freaking controller.
The lighter? What do you
glider.
mean?
Oh, the glider.
Okay.
He had a flamethrower.
Well, I was nervous.
But here's the thing, okay? I was a kid that if I had I had like the old bunk bed, I will always go to the top bunk. Like I just had that feeling to go to the top bunk. The scary thing is if you just turn off my lights, leave the hallway light on. I'm going to sleep facing away, and right across from me is the fucking Green Goblin. It's not even the full size shit. It's not even like a little painting thing. It's a small fucking head. It's a small fucking head. But the thing is, that small head was like staring straight at me, freaking 3D with the shadow on the right side of the face,
you just imagine
and the light on the left side of the face, and it's just staring at me like.
Could you imagine it's like like a little Green Goblin chasing after Gwen? It's like, Gwen, I'm going to kill you! And he's like, please go away, Green Goblin.
I'm sorry.
I mean, like, here's the thing. When I wake up the next day, I'm scared, but then like when the day goes on, I'm fine. It's just that when I go back in the bed at night, lights off, the hallway's lights on, because I'm a scared bitch, scared of dark.
Hello,
and there's a fucking Green Goblin. It got to a point where I had to turn the motherfucker head around.
You should have did that after the first day. Just took it down.
Yeah, but here's the even more fucked up shit. One time, I'm doing this. I'm asleep. I'm not fully asleep. I'm going to sleep.
Really funny, actually.
My mom comes in just to check up on me, so I'm not staying up late watching TV. She sees the Green Goblin thing. It's like, that doesn't look right.
Oh, no.
It turns it back facing right at my goddamn face.
So your mom worked for Al Qaeda.
Right, exactly. She's in the Splinter Cell. I understand. That's what you're telling me. That's fine. That's fine.
She had no idea.
My nigga, that's a
Osama bin Laden's cousin. I understand. That's cool.
Until like a few days later, she saw it again. And the following day of that, she was like, son, why do you keep turning the heads to her? Because it fucking scares me. It scares me.
She's a terrorist. She wanted to terrorize you, my nigga. She wanted to terrorize you.
Mom, you know I'm scared at the dark.
Really
but even though I'm scared at the dark, I see this small ass goblin face facing me. I seen the movies. It don't scare me. I got the fucking
Like Charlemagne the God.
I got the fucking stickers on the door. It doesn't scare me. For some reason, this itty bitty toy with a small ass head looked at me like, "Hello, motherfucker!" Scares the shit out
Some
of me.
egghead idiots staring at you.
Okay.
I had a weird. Speaking of Spider-Man,
That was a simple one. I gotta tell you the stupid one though. The nightmare.
That wasn't a stupid one?
No.
Oh my god.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so if y'all grow up, you ever had like that little?
If I grow up.
No, I'm sorry. When y'all were younger, I'm sorry. I'm trying to speak. When y'all were younger, do y'all have that like this like little hexagon like toy thing that you could insert those different shapes into? You know what I'm talking about?
Nigga, how young were you?
Oh, so you're talking about like 4 or 5 year olds with the
Yeah.
shapes? Or no, that's like 2 or 3, I guess. 2 or 3.
You mean the
4
fucking
or 5
intelligence
for you.
tester thing?
Yeah.
More like 8 or 9 for you. Shut the hell up.
More like
You mean like the circle peg and a square hole type shit?
Yes.
But it was a hexagon. They had like the
What
stars.
kind of toys did your
And
family give
hang
you?
on, but they had like the stars and like other stuff on there too, and you crack it open to spill the stuff out, close it back, and do it
It's a
again.
sensory
parents-
test, right? It's sensory.
Yeah, sensory and like identifying spatial stuff.
Yeah, so I had that as a kid, and just one night I'm going to sleep, and it's nowhere in sight, nowhere near me, and I just suddenly just wake up back in the middle of the night. I hear something shaking and vibrating. It's that shit. I get out of my bed and I go to like confused, like, why are you doing that? I touched it, and for some reason that shock was just hurting my entire body so bad I yanked away.
No.
I backed away and fear and started crawling towards me. I tried running away. After a couple of minutes, it appeared right in front of me. I stumbled back.
Nigga, you had an acid trip.
I stumbled away into a corner. It just kept on vibrating and roaring towards me. Then it jumped up, just darted into my guts, and was just carving me through.
That was a dream you had?
That was a nightmare, yes.
Wow.
It was going inside of me.
Wow.
I was confused, like, there was no blood, guts, no spills. It was just
don't want to learn.
going all the way through.
Read, nigga. Read.
And and to me, that was the stupid one. Because it's like,
No, nigga, that's a pretty vivid nightmare.
Yeah, man.
I like
Yeah, I
it.
usually forget all my
That's really
nightmares.
fucking Great, that's great though. That's a crazy nightmare. You can tell your kids, they'd be like, learn how to read and all that shit, or the fucking
Nothing
Simon
to do
Says
with
will come
reading.
kill you.
I have one with Spider-Man too. For some reason, I had a dream that that I was Spider-Man and I was going around the city, but the person I was fighting was him from Powerpuff Girls. I was fighting them, and I was like, I lost, and I like woke up and I told my mom, I was like, I lost the fight in my dream, and she was like, well, go back and kick his ass. I was like, well, okay, bitch. And it's like I went back in the room, and lo and behold, it happened.
You won?
Who knows at this point?
Yeah, I just hate you. Just lose nightmares so easily. It's hard.
Yeah, like it's my brain fighting against itself. It's
Yeah.
like,
Apparently I was listening to a video about it. Like the theory is that the reason why you do that is because your brain doesn't want to see you get hurt, and like it doesn't want to give you unrestricted like ability when you're like going around, you know, punching and shit in your dream. So it restricts you because your body can't move when you're sleeping. It doesn't give any weight to it because your body can't perceive the impact.
Yeah.
And so like prevent yourself from like actually physically getting up and
Because it'd be dangerous if you were consciously doing that, putting all your force.
It's a different story.
Yeah, but we're just talking about like regular people laying down.
George went to the bathroom like an asshole. So
It didn't say anything. Is this okay, by the way, for me to hold the mic?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Because I didn't think it'd be that loud because it's not shaking or anything, and
Just
there's no
don't move
wind.
Don't move it too much because it might pick up vibration.
Yeah.
Anyway, I do have a story that I can talk about. I'll talk about this story. Gawain likes the story. He was with us when it happened. We used to be on the bowling team in high school.
Y'all had a bowling team?
yeah, we did.
We just talked about this before the podcast.
Oh, I thought we were just talking about bowling.
We both had balls from the bowling team. We would leave on Wednesdays to go. We didn't participate, but we just went for free.
For free food?
No, not free. Didn't have free. We paid for them.
Okay.
Anyway,
We did a few events.
very few, but that was fun. You were on the football team, so whatever. Anyway, so what happened was we were doing some practice rounds in an alley that we never go to, And I remember I was the first one. I was the first one on the thing just to kind of get a test of it. My ball was pretty heavy, so I had a 15-pound ball. I have a 15-pound ball that that I would use, and I just like okay. They set up we were the first people there at the event corner at the alley. So I line up, I go, and I throw the ball, and I get like a I don't know what I hit, but I remember we were waiting. We started waiting. I was like, okay, the ball will come back any second now. The ball never came back. And then I was like, well, while you're doing that, let me finish knock the ball, your pins down. I think Gawain said that. Gawain knocks down my pins. His ball comes back. My ball is yet to come back. 5 minutes passes. Everybody, like the other team shows up. They're like putting their balls down the alley. My ball has not come back yet. 10 minutes have passed. My ball has still not come out. And they're starting the game. And my ball is still not back. And it's paranormal and shit. It's like, where the fuck is my ball? Winston. No exaggeration. Gwen was there for this. It took 15 minutes for my ball to come back. And then they were in the middle of the game and my ball comes back and I was like, there's my ball. What the fuck happened to it? It turns out the ball, you don't know what happened to it. The ball probably went to hell, Winston.
No.
It came back, bro. Because everybody else's ball was coming back with mine.
Yeah, I think some balls get stuck though. But yeah, I understand.
We called the ball Hellbreaker because it went to hell and back. That's the joke. But there's no exaggeration. It took 15 minutes for it to get back.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. A human being had to go get it. Yeah.
It was really paranormal. It was really paranormal. So that happened for that. And then of course I have my cremation stories or my job stories. But if anybody has any other stories to say before I get into those?
My theory on why I think your ball got stuck is that it probably got like stuck in the back, like was probably holding it in place for some reason.
And then a human was like, "All right, let me put it back on the track and send it back."
That was a white bowling alley.
White ball. Okay.
It's holding the black ball down.
Whites only bowling alley.
And actually, the thing is though, like that alley wasn't our regular alley that we went to. That was like somewhere out in like Elmwood, or some shit.
No, it was on Jefferson Street. It was on Jefferson, so it was Jefferson Highway. So it's not too far from. It's actually not too far from here. Yeah. I don't even know where that bowling alley is anymore. As far as I know, it got destroyed. I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's a creepy occurrence. But does anybody have? I could talk about my job, but I was telling Winston about this, but I avoided some stuff so I could talk about it if you guys want. Because it's a scary podcast. I'm gonna talk about it.
My grandmother used to work as a cook in a church that was near the French Quarter. Sometimes when I was alone, I would feel a slight tug on my clothes when no one else was around.
I can believe that though.
Just a very slight tug.
Churches are very paranormal heavy.
No, it was never like a choke or like a yank. It was just like a small like. It felt like it pinched a little, but that was it. It happened every single time in the same area. I was with somebody once, but it was weird. I was like, I get it probably as a ghost or something, but I'm like, I'm in God's house, so it's probably just saying hello.
Probably. It might have been like a path, like somebody's past pastor or something like that. Yeah. Anybody else want to go?
Like my cousin Joaquin.
I'll talk about this for a little bit because it's pretty creepy. But in the spirit of Halloween, my job nowadays, I used to work at a zoo, so I used to work there. Recently, I got a job as a driver for a cremation business. So I cremate some stuff. Well, I don't cremate. We got some other stuff going on. And essentially, I learned a lot of stuff about. We deal with people's pets, so it's really interesting. But one of the things about it is, of course, like driving, getting up really early. I have to get up really early in the morning, so I get up usually around 3 o'clock in the morning, and I get up and go.
God's not even awake, bro. It is dark when this man leaves.
Creepy occurrences. Like I got up one Sunday at 2 o'clock to go, just because I wanted to be back early, and I was out driving between Hammond and Lafayette, and it is pitch black. There are no lights on the road. And if a deer or some shit came out, it literally would have been like a PS2 rendering. Like it literally would have like flew out. It literally would have popped into existence at that second. I would have hit it. That's how pitch black dark it was. But I learned a lot, mainly the fact that like you should definitely cremate your animals because they will throw them away. Then they don't. Usually they don't have to. But usually like the only option is either throwing your animal away, burying it in your backyard, which usually is not ordinance. It's not good for your ordinance on your property, unless you don't have any plumbing or anything in the area, or you cremate them and you have them, with you.
Wait, why is it a big deal to have them buried? Like,
because you can hit a pipe or something. Digging deep, you don't want to dig a shallow grave, because that'll just eventually, if it rains or whatever, it'll just literally the body will pop back up.
oh, and you're afraid of like some pet cemetery type shit, like
No. Literally, if you have children, if you have really small children and you have a dead animal in your backyard and it's fluffy that you fucking cared for 15 years and the children have only seen him for 2 years, he dies, and essentially
it's real rainy one day.
that's very scary for kids. It's just easier to just cremate them. You don't see the body anymore. You put it in an urn. It's nice and safe.
But I'm not gonna cremate like a goldfish or something. That's silly.
People feel so that's
Right.
Or if you got a brand new pup, like a neighbor of mine, I think had a small dog. It died. They got a new dog, and the next time I was going to cut their grass and we by in the garage, that grave was dug up. I'm not sure if they dug it up or the dog had said, "Oh, this place is loose," and let me just go ahead and dig. What's this?
That does happen though.
Yeah.
So I've dealt with a lot of interesting stuff. One of the things that's really interesting about my job is the fact that my job requires me to go pick up animals. And I picked up all kinds of animals: dogs, cats, birds, turtles. The weirdest one we've had so far I've seen so far was a skunk that, I swear to God, they threw it into the cremation unit the second I got back, and it smelled like somebody took garlic and onions and like left it out in the sun. That's what it smelled like, and the whole building smelled like that. And we were just like, oh no.
I don't think I've ever smelled what a skunk smells like.
I did.
No, like a whatever they spray.
You don't have to worry about that.
No, I know that, but I'm just saying I don't know what that smells like, and I feel like people are dramatic. Like,
No.
is it really that bad?
It's bad. It's
Like-
it's supposed to be extremely bad to deter predators.
I know, but I just wonder though.
No, it permeates everything that you
If
do.
it makes a starving animal say fuck that shit, it must be bad.
Because a lot of starving animals eat rotten food.
True.
So, one of the things too about it is the fact that you have to see dead animals. I've seen normally they're in body bags, cadaver bags, and we have to take care of that. But on the interesting occasion where it's not, I've seen animals where they've had to put them in the plastic bags, and you see the dead body, the dog's tongue might be like all out and shit.
That was
like,
silly.
And like the eyes are like squunched closed and like they're whatever. And you'd be like, oh, can you wait for this one for just a second? We gotta put him in a bag. I'm like, I'm not touching him. Go ahead. I don't have gloves. There was one recently where he was frozen in I was about to take him away, and the owner called. I get there and they're like, can you help us with something? And I was like, oh shit, what do you want? And they were just like, okay, so the owner just called and they want the collar back, because we usually cremate everything that's on the dog except for like maybe what is that, blankets and stuff like that, because that's extra on the unit. So I say, okay, what do you need help with? He's frozen solid and we need somebody to can you see if you can help us hold his neck so we can take the collar off?
No.
You were saying no.
I mean, I guess you're getting paid for it. Never mind. You're right.
I get paid hourly, so whatever extra thing I have to do that doesn't necessarily, because I sometimes will get up and go. I will go into Target and wait for 30 minutes just to go and get my lunch and shit, and they pay for that because I'm out of the building. They can't stop me as long as I get there in a timely manner. It's fine. But I go into the thing and there's a little small dog. He's probably about as big as my lap. No, not my lap. A little bit bigger than that. And he's crunched up a little bit, and he's definitely frozen. I'm just like, give me some gloves. And they're like, what are you going to do? It's like, I'm going to grab his neck. Somebody's just going to pull him. You're going to pull the collar off. And so you get desensitized because you're working with, the deceased. And so I kind of just grabbed his paw and his head and the bottom of his head. And I just kind of I was like, you guys ready? It's like, okay. And I was like, and I pull, and you can feel the body loosening up a little bit as I'm pulling to get the neck craned enough so they can take it off. This is a really sad topic. I'm sorry, but this is what my job is.
This is Halloween.
So it's scary, but I mean it's a thing. Shit, we've had stories where apparently our employees have seen dog ghosts, but I haven't seen them yet, so I've yet to determine that.
Fetch me their souls.
I have a gun.
Honestly,
Wow.
honestly, truly, zombies was never scary until you heard that nigga. You be chilling with your friends. You got them headshot. Fetch me their souls. Like, no, nigga, fuck you.
And they added tigers recently, which is terrifying.
That's stupid.
No, they're scary.
I know, but it's just stupid. They're like regular ass tigers with the fucking lines around them.
The little ethereal lines.
That was scary for a while, and then freaking Black Ops 3 zombies.
All those are just like supernatural zombies, though.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to what I was getting at. So I did that. I wrenched his head up. So, and then they weren't able to get the thing. So I have to do double time. I have this dog now, like this in the crook of my arm and shit, and I'm holding him like this, and my other hand is like grabbing the collar, and I'm just like, all right, I got it, and just pull it off, and like it makes like a little sound, and I'm just like, oh, here's your collar. Put him back in a bag, I guess. So I put him in a bag and I tie him up and I bring him with me. We've had a lot of incidents. Well, people don't realize that emergency animal clinics, they do a lot of good things for people and their dogs and their pets, because they make sure that your pets are ready for us to pick them up and do whatever. And so, but there was this one clinic where that had a 216-pound Great Dane, and he was bloody. They put 2 bags on him. They duct taped the bags. Blood was leaking everywhere. And you know what it smelled like? Potato salad. That's what it smelled like.
Do you hate potato salad now?
I don't hate it, but I just don't eat it as much as I used to.
I never liked it to begin with.
And then me and my coworker were just like, shit. And the worst part was he was stuck in the freezer because there was ice that had formed from defrosting. So me and my coworker are like trying to find a screwdriver or something. It's like, does anybody have a screwdriver in this place? Let's go see if the doctor has a screwdriver. Hey, do you have a screwdriver? No, let me see if I can find the doctor around here. Who the fuck's the doctor? And then he's like, oh, let's see what's going on in here. He comes out with a screwdriver and a bunch of other shit. And like, we're just like waiting for him to pick the ice out, to pick the ice off. And so when we do, we grab him and there's fucking blood everywhere. And we just grab him and throw him in the back of the truck and we bring him back to the building and we wash out the thing. It was smelling like potato salad the whole time, and I was just like, I don't want it. I remember when I said it, I was like, hey man, this smells like potato salad, and my coworker's like, you're right, it does. And I was like, damn, I don't want to eat that anymore. I ate potato salad a couple weeks after that, and it was pretty good. But all I say is
I
that
like it better hot for some reason.
I like mine cold. With baked beans.
That's a leftover.
With
if
baked
it's
beans.
leftovers, then I don't mind hot potato salad. It goes really good with the rest of the dishes.
That's true. And then of course, I had an incident recently where the dog almost fell out of the bag when I was picking it out of the freezer, and then the bag was open. They didn't seal it at all. They put a zip tie on it, and they just fucking were incompetent enough to grab one section of the top of the bag and zip tie it, and the dog fell out in the freezer. And like I looked at him, and his eyes were open. His eyes were open, and all of a sudden, like the whites of his eyes and like the little bloodshot. And I was like, "Oh, all right." So I grabbed. So I went to my van, grabbed some gloves, and I was like, "You gotta wear your bags." And they were just like, "Oh, they're right here." I was like, "Give me the bag." And like they watched me as I grabbed this dog and like shove him into another bag. I'm literally just like, you kind of have to because you got no choice. I got him by the back of the neck and just like open up the bag, put him in there, tie it up, zip tie it shut, and just like have a good day. And I walk out with this dog in my hand, in my possession. I drive a lot, do a lot of crazy shit. We do hood rat shit. No, we don't. And I say all this to say that like it's a scary job if you like animals, but you're scared of watching your pets die because you grow really numb really quickly about it because a couple of months ago I was a very different person. Like nowadays I look at these animals and I'm just like, another one's dead, I guess. All right, and the people can be grieving in the building, and I'm just kind of like walking out the back door with more pets, like 5 pets in a cart in a wheelchair.
You should drop one in front of the people one time.
You know I'd lose my job, right?
Like not on purpose.
I'd lose my job.
Really?
Yes.
If you dropped an animal?
Even if it was an accident. Like, my boss is pretty lenient, but, like, that's something that you really have to try not to do because...
In front of, like, grieving people.
because that's their dog, and
Not their dog, a dog.
Was a dog.
it'll still be like, is that our dog?
Is that? Do they get their ashes?
Yes, they get them back. If it's a private,
If you ask for it.
if it's a private cremation, yes, you get your ashes back.
What if like any of your coworkers like accidentally like tripped and like put their ashes?
Stop.
No.
Shut up, man.
No,
Holy
because
match.
no. The worst that usually happens is when you're walking to the because we drive trucks and the trucks have metal backs and stuff like that. The most you'll hear like if it's a heavy dog or whatever. The veterinary clinics don't really care unless it's one of their pets that they like, one of the employee pets that are being cremated. Because like if they're like frozen, they're like literally like big ass chunks of ice. So when you put them in, sometimes they make ba-cum kind of noises and shit like that. So like they hit the sides of the van and shit, and so they sound like ice. But then there's the ones where like they're fresh or they're bloated, and they're not frozen, and they're like they feel like little balloons, and they smell like death for real. So you like put them in you just like throw them in, and then like they make like a meaty like they slosh around as you put them in the back. Or when you're driving off, their weight shifts, so you hear in the back as you're driving off, and people who just say, "What the fuck's in that van?" And you try your very best not to show what's in your van so people don't freak the fuck out. So I do that for a living.
Are the bags clear?
No, they're opaque. They're like this.
Yeah, no, that's what I asked before.
Yeah, here's the crazy part. Sometimes we give clinics bags, so we have our own branded bags.
Oh, that's super nice.
But there are a couple clinics that we have that are not on our routes. So they technically don't. We get cremations from them, but we're like a special order, pretty much. So the people pay us directly, and the veterinary clinic is the mediator. So we have instances where there are black trash bags. The trash bags, some black trash bags are not made equal.
Yeah, they're not glad, they're bad.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I've had instances where like a dog has a dog's claws or a cat's claws.
Yeah, yeah.
And you'll see the paw, and I'll be like, oh. Then I've had instances where I picked it up and put it second I put him in the back of the truck. He flipped over and piss just flew out of the bag. And I was like,
that's so gross.
I've had the.
Go ahead.
And then there's the most recent horrible event where I had to pick up a sheep. This was a couple weeks ago, and they put him in a tarp. We didn't have any bags for him. They wrapped them up in a tarp and some duct tape that I had. And she gets into the back of the car.
The sheep?
Yes.
How?
Dead sheep. We all picked it up.
Oh, never mind.
It was 140 pounds.
I was confused. I was like, how the fuck did...
And when animals die, when anything dies, usually they excrete. They literally void their bowels.
Yeah, their bowels loosen. Yeah.
And if you touch them or whatever and they're fresh, urine may still pool out because you're filling on the stomach or the gastric area or whatever. And bladder. She voided her bowels in the back of the truck.
It was that fresh?
It was there that it died. It was euthanized that night, like the night before.
Wait, so is the back of the truck sealed? Because like from the cab where you're driving and the back of the truck, is there a wall barrier or something?
There's a wall barrier, but it's not sealed.
Oh, so it's oh fuck, that's super gross.
You have to hear.
It's not. So
well, you have to smell it. That's what I'm worried about.
Yes, you can smell it.
Why? There's no reason for that to be open.
The cabin has the bottom of the cabin, like the whole cabin. There's the front and there's like the wall, and then there's the back, which is most of the truck. However, this is the problem. They have a vent on the top. You can close and open that. It has like a little fan, but it doesn't really work anymore. But how you clean it is that the bottom of the van has holes in it, so all the shit can leak. All the blood and stuff can leak out.
Oh, so you guys use a hose and like
and hose it out.
Okay.
Well, the sheep, had she was leaking blood and shit all out of the back of the car. And when I got to one of my clinics, I noticed she smelled like shit. And I was gonna get dinner, I was gonna get lunch, and get to my way back, and I didn't eat breakfast that morning. You don't want to subject people to that smell in a fucking drive-thru where you gotta open your window. And I didn't want to smell that. And I smelled like this whole truck smelled like fucking death and shit on the way back to the building. And when we got out, it literally was like, because when blood and shit mix, it turns black, and it's just like this foul concoction that you never want to smell. And we had to put it in a bag, in one of our biggest bags. We had to fucking zip tie that shit, throw it into the mass store freezer, and then we had to clean. Me and a coworker put bleach water and all the Lysol we could possibly find, and Pine Sol. I had to scrub like he helped me clean it, luckily, because I would have to deal with that by myself. That's not a fun thing to clean up and deal with. So my job is not great, but my boss respects me, and I respect my coworkers. So I don't have a problem. I work tomorrow actually, but that's why all these videos take so long. Just remember that I'm doing this for you, podcast viewers, listeners, because I edit all this stuff. And
he's busy.
I'm a busy person, but I managed to do it.
Yeah, man. He's got great time management.
Dead animals. I spent 30 minutes talking about dead animals.
It's a little depressing, but it's a Halloween episode, so it fits.
Is it interesting at least?
Yeah, no, I get it.
You
I like it.
now know basic. You okay?
With little to no interaction from us at all. We were just
Well, I didn't want to interrupt because I was.
Ryan looked like he was dying.
The scariest thing is that nigga's toes.
Leave him alone.
Yeah, don't bully people, man. What's wrong with you? Does your beard connect?
Look at him.
People have flaws. People have flaws.
Shut up.
People have flaws.
You say that your beard connect?
Moving on.
Look, people have flaws. George needs to be more respectful of his friends, man. He's just constantly pointing out flaws, man.
This nigga is the same person. Oh, just stop talking, George. Nobody cares what you think. Say one mean thing. This nigga's like, he's the meanest person in the world.
That's not true. No one's ever called me mean.
So
we always call you mean.
Yeah, you're one in a million people.
We always call you mean.
I don't care.
There's so many people. I've never seen anybody call you nice.
Before
I only know
this
people.
podcast,
Jesus.
We're ending it on super long, depressing spot.
I was about to pick it back up, but you guys are being stupid. Gwen is tired. I got to go to work too early in the morning, mind you. But before
I have a car show.
Shut up.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Where at?
No, don't
I don't
tell
know.
me. I can't go, so you can't go. Anyway,
That's not my fault.
serious question before we end it off. What is the best Halloween candy? Give you a reason why.
Oh, fuck. We can't end on that.
I'll go first.
Oh, fuck.
I'll just say this. Kit Kat is a perfect Halloween candy.
It's not candy corn.
Candy corn is definitely not candy corn. What are you
I
laughing
don't
at?
like sweets, so.
You lost this.
Go, George.
I don't really like sweets.
Winston, go ahead.
No, ladies first. Go, George.
When
I
it
just
comes,
told you the answer to my
when it comes to
question 5
Halloween, two of the underrated candies, because they're not talked about much in public, but on Halloween they're the shit, are Whoppers
Okay.
and the Three Musketeers.
Three Musketeers is a nice little respite to have inside of your candy bar. You don't eat sweets. Don't shake your head. George is shaking his head. But no, that's not a bad one. That's not a bad one. I would prefer Three Musketeers over a Whopper. But you know which one? To me, another one is really good. What is that shit called? Milky Way.
I like Milky Way.
Getting a Milky Way in your candy bag's not bad.
People were arguing on Twitter that they were
Almond Joy.
Nah.
an almond.
I'm not a coconut man, so.
What the fuck did you just say?
No, it's just
Almond Joy.
it's just like the dude that says sandwich instead of sandwich.
Or
What is it then?
sandwich.
Or sandwich, yeah.
What is it?
Sandwich.
I said Almond Joy.
Almond joy. Almond joy. Almond joy.
Nigga, this is America. We abbreviate damn near everything.
You don't abbreviate almond. What do you abbreviate it to?
Almond.
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 We don't. Almond Joy, okay? When we say Almond Joy, we don't pronounce the freaking D. It just jumps straight from the Almond
Nigga, some
Joy.
people don't pronounce- some
Anyway,
people don't pronounce
going-
because they say almond joy.
Going back to
I
candy.
mean, it's just like it's just like Antarctica. In America, it's Antarctica, but about most of the world is in
Antarctica.
Antarctica because there's an actual arc in there.
I felt kind of bad. I met this guy last week who thought both of them were Antarctica, and he was just like South Antarctica or North Antarctica. Geographically, neither of those are right.
I'm sure we were talking about before.
That's an idiot. That's a stupid. That's stupid.
I felt kind of bad because I was like, he was my age.
That was like the guy who thought that like 100 pounds of bricks and 100 pounds of feathers, like they weighed different.
Yeah, no, the bricks are heavier, man. But I felt kind of bad. I was like, nah, man, one of them's not in Antarctica. I'm just gonna tell you now. Go Google it. Maybe you'll find out what it is. But anyway,
it's just the North Pole. Isn't it?
It's the northern Arctic.
You were the Arctic Circle, I guess you could call
That's
it.
what it is.
Anyway, I would say number one for me is Milk Duds.
Milk Duds are weird. My grandmother loves Milk Duds.
No, they make your teeth feel like they're gonna rip each other out because it's so sticky.
It's like industrial glue.
No, it's industrial glue. You're just eating it. The problem is
Just eating flavored Gorilla Glue.
no, but the point is,
It really is.
Gorilla glue.
it feels like your teeth are gonna fall out because that's how strong. I don't know, whatever the chocolate is or whatever it is.
You know what I do?
And
I take them and I put them in like my molars and I just kind of like roll them around a little bit
until they're soft, yeah.
loosen them up so I don't fucking rip my fucking teeth out and trying to eat them.
Because like just on the first bite, it's like you're eating rocks, but it's like a soft enough rock you can press on it, but like your teeth.
You can make you can get like dental impressions on those things.
Yeah, no, it's pretty insane. But and then number two would probably be sour gummy worms. I love those.
I just thought about it. Does anybody remember the episode of Ed, Ed, Eddie where they were eating the fucking gum and like nobody could eat it but Ed because the shit was so powerful? It's exactly what Milk Duds is. It's exactly what Milk Duds are.
Yeah.
These niggas are literally trying to chew. They're like, and they're like chewing. And nigga Ed is just going like a fucking monster. It's like,
I'm telling you guys,
fuck, bro?
if I ever made like an ointment for like a wax for bald people's hair, I would call it Milk Dud.
That's silly.
It should be a black-owned business, so of course it'll be Milk Duds.
I would just put bowling ball wax in a bottle and just sell it to them,
What do you
man.
think it is?
They'd buy it.
What do you think?
They'd buy
It's turtle wax for an additional $30.
No, it's just WD-40, man.
You can get free buff.
Or no, it's Lemon Pledge. It's Lemon Pledge. We rebranded, put it in a bottle, we sold it to bald people.
It's fucking baby oil. That's all it is. It's just hardened baby oil.
It's hardened.
It's just like it's fucking butter in a can.
It's hot butter. But no,
Margarine.
I
Why does
also
your hand feel like this, bro? It's kind of sizzling a little bit.
Kind of hot. Niggas making eggs on you.
I also do like candy corn. It's in my top 20 candies.
You are
Not my top 10.
Nigga, I can't even name 20 candies.
You can't name 20 candies?
It's like name 5 cereals, nigga. But
Yeah, I can name
Captain
5
Crunch,
cereals.
Captain Crunch, Captain Crunch, Captain Crunch.
Wow, nigga.
Captain Crunch, Cocoa Pebbles, Fruity Pebbles, Special K, and Kix.
Honey Nut Cheerios, Honeycombs, Reese's Puffs,
I didn't even
Lucky Charms, Kicks.
No, you said five.
nigga.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Five.
Okay.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Apple Jacks, Honey Nut Cheerios, Cookie Crisp, and one more.
Captain Crunch.
Fruit Loops, Frosted Mini Wheats, Plain Cheerios, Frosted Flakes, and Apple Jacks.
Tricks.
That's 10.
A number 9. A number.
A number 2 large.
Big Smoke is the actual worst creepypasta.
He should have died in that first scene.
CJ,
He should have followed the damn
listen to me. All you had to do was follow the train.
train. George would have a really good Big Smoke.
Yeah, you could be Big Smoke for Halloween.
I have to remember the
Just get it.
All you had to do was follow the train.
All we need to get you is a bowling hat and like a green shirt with like
I
a
got
white.
the green shirt, so I got
This
that.
is. You can't fit this shirt.
You can't fit it either.
You nigga. What's wrong with him?
my God.
Why is he so rude?
One more topic.
He's so rude.
Since you said it.
What?
What do you guys want to be for Halloween? Like, you don't have to say what you were going to be. What do you want to be?
I want to be a stormtrooper.
And get shot? Sure.
Did you know that they think that they always miss because of the Force?
I think you should definitely tell us what you want to be for Halloween.
I thought you were gonna tell me to shut up, and I was like, that's warranted. I said some super nerdy shit just now.
Okay, so answer the question.
Answer the question, George.
Yeah, answer the question,
if I could
George.
be anything, I'd be Elon Musk and take
That's really fucked up.
he's
What
already,
does this kid even look like, man? I don't think it's real.
It's numbers.
I think it's just a math equation that he wrote down and was like, "Oh fuck, we're having a kid," and then he wrote that on the birth certificate.
You gotta
Morpheus?
shave your head.
Wait, so would you carry like red pills and blue pills around with you and just offering it to kids?
No,
That's not gonna go over well.
You can't do that.
That wouldn't go
You can't
over.
do that.
No, it's
He'd be in jail by the end of the
One
day.
of them is like,
Sir, you can't offer pills to children.
Look, one of them's leave like gel tablets. The other one's I don't know what the fucking
Meth.
Cinnamon Mike, and
Pure meth.
Omega 3.
Yeah.
Omega-3 just
Bro, if I ate candy and it turned out to be fish oil, I'd fight you. But you know how gross that would be.
how the fuck wouldn't you?
They'll leave chewable.
I mean, it looks like a gummy. Like it's a little yellow
prank.
gummy.
It sounds like a beautiful prank. It's
Oh,
like
if you mix gummy bears and fish oil pills.
Oh no, very
There's that fucking evil ass person that took Skittles and M&Ms and mixed them together.
So gross.
Wait, no, so it'll be more camera. I'll have the Flintstone gel. The
You don't want to do
Yeah.
this. You can kill somebody for giving them a bunch of Flintstones.
I don't think you can die from ODing on
strong.
vitamins.
You can.
Because they're multivitamins, so they're not pure vitamins or anything.
You can still get. There were those. There's that guy that he had a whole bottle of Flintstones vitamin gummies, and
He ate them all.
he ate the whole bottle.
He was too
Right.
powerful.
Yeah, but you'd have to eat
His
the whole
bones-
bottle.
No, his bottle.
I thought you said his bones fell apart.
No. But that's the thing. You're laughing. But his
Would that
bones.
actually
His
happen?
bones.
No.
Yes, his bones became extremely brittle when he literally fell on the floor and literally broke his arms and legs.
Every morning? I'm serious.
You're not funny. Like,
But no idiot should eat a whole bottle
I'm
of
from this
vitamin.
country.
Oh
It was
well.
just gummy bear. Like they thought it was just gummy bear.
I'm sorry, Borat.
Back.
I'm sorry, Borat. Why is this candy so cheap? Oh my god.
No, he literally died. Like he literally slipped the teeth, broke his arms. I think he broke his arms. Hit his head. He hit his head, and then he fell into a coma and died.
Should have bought that chocolate.
We're being serious here.
You're not funny.
No, I'm sorry.
Winston's literally the worst person. I'm not a fucking base booster and shit, so we know that he said that. Just so y'all niggas know, Winston is fucking evil.
I'm not evil. I don't eat entire bottles.
Like just this part, like Winston said this. It's just like this is Winston talking.
All you niggas laughed at this poor child. I did not.
It was a little boy. You didn't. You said.
Wait, yeah, you said a man. You said a grown
He
man.
was like 16 years old.
That's not a man. That's not even legally an adult.
He's a.
Oh, all right. That was kind of dark, man. Jeez, that was dark,
At the
man.
end of this podcast, we have things we've got to do. We've hope we made you laugh and all that dumb shit. If you
And hope you were scared too, because
Well, I mean-
gross and creepy
The
things.
spookiest thing that could happen is having Kanye or Trump for president.
Or a chainsaw almost ripping your face off.
that's not
Yeah,
nice.
that's not. Are you okay? How do you not have problems?
I mean, I'm okay.
By the way,
It's okay.
By the way, the trap.
All right, man.
The trap door pit thing. Yeah, I'm trademarking that.
Yeah, I'm trademarking my haunted mansion. Yes.
I'm trademarking his
You just steal his idea like this is mine now.
Why me?
Everybody else was trademarking.
We'll steal from him, Karlton. That's the only way you can win.
It was a dumb idea.
It was your idea.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
George is trademarking George's idea.
And Gawain's.
Nope.
Let the
I already
record-
trademarked my shit.
Let
Let
the,
the record show.
All right. So, is there any final words before we leave off?
we should
What, George?
we should all end the podcast with one word.
Okay.
So Carlton, you go first.
No, I hosted. I gotta end. You go.
So you're gonna do the last one that's only one word?
Yeah.
Alright, Winston, go.
Thanks for listening.
No, one word. Use one word. We're gonna go all around and end the podcast. So one word.
How?
What did you say?
How?
How or ow?
How?
Okay, how?
How's not a word.
Chicken wing-ish.
What?
Da Vinci? What did you say? What did you say? I don't know. I want to know what he said. I'm being serious. I want to know what he said.
See that shit? The Vinci shit.
Oh my god.
Those is two twins, and it's a picture of Da Vinci, and it says Da Vinci, and they're like, Da Vinci, and they're like, yeah.
There's a Twitch guy I follow. That's his donation sound, and people will just donate $1 and just distract him. Da Vinci. I'm sorry. What did you? So you said? What did you say? What did you say?
I'm dying right now. Move on.
Mulan?
George?
Move on.
No, Mulan. We're gonna go with Mulan. How Mulan?
How much is it one? 32. How are we supposed to know who painted the Mona Lisa?
Look at their faces.
Ew.
Da Vinci?
That's so stupid.
That's silly.
Alright.
I don't know if they're actually stupid or.
Bro, if we curse during this, you gotta put that over our sound. Like, use that clip over us cursing. Yeah, over us cursing.
Da Vinci.
Yo, okay,
I'm
alright.
telling you, Da Vinci.
You stupid fucking Da
You know how much we
Vinci.
swear, right?
What?
You know how much we swear?
Yeah, I know there'd be a lot of Da Vincis.
Winston be like, no, you can't do this to me if I'm the editor.
Da Vinci. That's it. That's just him. He's like, I'm tired of these. I'm tired of these mother Da Vinci snakes on this mother Da Vinci plane.
Okay, Joey.
Okay, alright, we're not gonna do that. Alright, what's your word?
What was yours?
Yeah, please. I asked him like 8 times. You won't tell me what he said. What did you say?
I said what I said.
He said in reply to what the wife
I said my thing.
like it made sense.
Well, I didn't know what he said, so I was like, well, maybe he said
I
that.
said what I said. He said to
We're starting
Vinci.
hard. No, I didn't say Da Vinci.
Yes, you did.
Winston, just say another word.
Okay,
Hurry up!
then.
Chicken wing against you.
Chicken wing-ish?
Close enough.
Okay, chicken wing-ish.
You fucking have to always ruin shit.
My God.
Whatever the fuck he said.
You finish.
Sorry.
Pussy.
Then chicken wanna get sorry.
Alright, we've had a good time apparently. So, with that being said, this has been Ultraprism. Say bye. Say bye, everybody.
Bye. I'm sorry. You guys have a good night.
You said it was such a conviction after he said that both of y'all niggas were tit for tat. Like a bunch of fucking idiots.
It's supposed to be a Halloween podcast.
Say goodbye.
But, oh fuck.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Please don't.
I'm not. It was just stupid. It was
Okay.
all stupid.
Okay.
Are we still recording?
Yes.
Say goodbye. Why you
This
say
nigga
goodbye
really go
yet?
to sleep. This nigga said we recording.
Say goodbye.
I did. I'm laughing through it. Fuck.
Alright, everybody. See you guys later. Bye.